Hi, I'm Luana with the Thomas Group and Real Broker, your local Las Vegas and Henderson Realtors. I am your probate and senior real estate specialist. Think of me like your real estate senior concierge per se. Today, we're diving into a topic that's close to many of our hearts, a pretty tough conversation, and sometimes it's a little bit too late once our aging parent or our loved one has passed. And that is what to do with all of their belongings, all of their stuff. Although this could be a challenging conversation to have with your aging parents, it is an important step in planning for the future. So I'm going to give you 5 practical tips to help you make this conversation positive and productive. First off, it's important to remember that when you're discussing or having this conversation with your aging parent, that it's a lot more than just about stuff. To your parents, there's a sentimental value, there's a memory that's attached with each item that you're wanting them to dispose of. Baby boomers have collected massive amounts of sentiments, china, jewelry, artwork, collectibles, even those figurines. I've heard so many times from so many of my senior clients, and they all usually say the same thing. My kid doesn't want my stuff. And while that may be true, these tips will help you ease into that conversation and helping your loved one decide what to do with all of that stuff. Tip number 1, start early and be proactive. Don't wait for a crisis to prompt the conversation. The earlier you have this conversation, the more time and the more options that you'll have to make careful and thoughtful decisions. You know that 80-year-old curio that sits in your parents' front room that holds all of your photos when you're a kid, your trophies and your accolades? What about that 1,000-pound cherry finished china cabinet that still sits in your parents' dining room, that holds the china that they got when they got married and that they only bring out for Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner? We live in a time now where we don't want heavy furniture, or that cherry finish just doesn't suit our home decor. Millennials, they love IKEA furniture. But when you talk to your aging parents or your aging loved ones about who gets what stuff, it really does alleviate so much stress in the long run. And not only that, you find out from your parents what they had envisioned for this stuff. For instance, if your parents had a vinyl record player with a jazz record collection that they purchased in 1978, they assumed that their oldest daughter, Amy, wanted it because they would play it when they would rock her to sleep at night when she was a baby. But now that Amy's older, Amy doesn't want the record player. She doesn't even listen to jazz. Then what? Approaching this topic early can really help reduce stress and give everyone time to consider their options without feeling rushed or pressured. Tip number 2, be sensitive and patient. This isn't a one and done conversation. It may take several discussions over weeks, months, quite possibly even years. Start by expressing your love and concern. Let them know that you're there to help them. Instead of framing your conversation around loss or even death, talk about preserving their memories and their legacy. Ask about their stories, about their favorite items. What's the story behind it? Where did they get that quilted blanket? Or who made that blanket for them? This can potentially turn a difficult conversation into a bonding experience. Showing empathy and respecting their feelings around their belongings can really go a long way. Encourage your parents or encourage your aging loved ones to share the memories, to share the stories about their items. Once you can get your aging loved one to tell you the stories behind all of their belongings, it may take a little bit of time to actually get them to stop telling you the stories. Tip number 3, involve everyone in the family. Make sure that all relevant family members are included in the discussion. Doing this will help transparency and probably would really avoid conflicts down the line. Sorting through a lifetime of possessions, it could be really overwhelming. So offer to assist with organizing or packing or even digitizing photos and documents for your aging loved one. This lets them know that you're there to support them every step of the way. I know you're probably thinking of all of the stuff in your aging parents' home, in the garage, in the basement, in the back shed. Here's a tip within a tip. Keep, toss, or donate. Gather 3 boxes and label one that you're going to keep, one that you're going to toss, and one that your parents are willing to donate. This will help alleviate so much stress, and it actually will help you declutter and organize sooner rather than later. Before actually tossing any items, take a look at what those items are. You'll be surprised on what items your parent might have that they're actually worth something. Items like that, you'd actually want to involve a professional. Get your items appraised if you need to. Tip number 4, create a plan and set goals. This tip will be crucial in executing your loved one's wishes. Work with them to develop a clear plan for what they want to do with their belongings. Set realistic goals and timelines and keep that process organized and manageable. Breaking down the task into smaller, manageable steps will make it less overwhelming, and it will help you stay on track. Your plan doesn't have to be complicated. Keep it simple. And it's not just about the stuff. Who gets the house? Hopefully there's already a trust set up. But if there isn't, who gets the house? And what about that classic 1958 Thunderbird that Dad's been tinkering with over the last 10 years that's sitting in the garage? Who gets that? So having a clear plan about the what ifs will create a smoother outcome for everyone. And lastly, tip number 5, be prepared for those emotional moments. Sorting through all of your aging parents' personal items, their memorabilias, everything that holds such a close memory in their hearts, it's really tough on them. Remember, this is more than just about decluttering. It's about honoring their past and cherishing those memories with them. So be prepared for those moments to come and give them time to remember and reflect. Having these conversations can be tough, but they are an important part for preparing for the future and ensuring your aging parents' wishes are respected. If you're in the process of helping your parents downsize, declutter, or anything in between, reach out. All my contact information is below, or you can find us at thethomasgrouplv.com. Take care and cherish those moments with your loved ones. I'll see you on the next video. I want to give a huge shout out and a thanks to the Antique Mall of America right here in Las Vegas. The Antique Mall of America is located north of the South Point Hotel and Casino, right on Las Vegas Boulevard. They're open daily, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And what you'll find in this antique mall is that they really are the best in Las Vegas. This antique mall truly is amazing. Their staff here is so knowledgeable and very, very helpful. So stop in, say hi, and shop around. I'll leave their address in the description below. And when you come in, tell them Luana sent you.